What's up, guys? I hope you guys are waking up right, full of energy. I hope you guys wake up right with the excitement to look forward to life. Do you hear the birds? It's their way of saying good morning. It's their way of welcoming in the new day. So I wanted to make this little reading early in the morning in case you guys needed some motivation, right? In case you guys needed some words of wisdom from God, from the spiritual world, right? From the universe. Oh, it says, regret. I know that I cannot change the past. So that's something that we all know, right? What's in the past is in the past. Right? We may have done something in the past that we may not be proud of in the present, right? But that is part of growing, right? That is part of evolving. Right? That is part of becoming a better person, a wiser individual, right? When you are in the present and you look at your past actions and you can see, right, how you could have done things better, right? Because that's part of our journey here on earth, right? To grow, to evolve. And we may have done things in the past, right? That we did when we didn't have knowledge, when we didn't have wisdom, right? And that's okay because we all do that, right? That's part of growing, that's part of evolving. And the past cannot be changed, right? So when you start thinking about the past, right? I've said this before, it causes depression. And why does it cause depression? Because you can't change it and you can't do anything about it because you're in the present, right? So you don't do anything with regretting, right? What you can do, right, is look at your past actions and think to yourself, okay, I'm going to do this different. I'm going to do this better, right? So I don't have any regrets, right? And even whatever you did in the past, right? You were not too informed, right? You didn't know what decisions to take in the past, right? So there should be no regret whatsoever because you didn't know, right? Some people do know, right? Some people are aware and conscious of what they're doing, right? Even if it's hurting other people, right? And in that case, right, you can have regret. And that regret, right, should push you, right, to doing better, right? It should push you to changing your life around, right? So you don't keep committing the same mistakes, right? And that's how regret can be used, right, in a grateful way. Because it can allow you, right, to see what you've done wrong. And it can motivate you, right, to becoming a better person and to doing things differently than how you were doing them before. Yeah. Courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. And that's something that a lot of people say, right? Happiness is on the other side of fear. This is on the other side of fear, right? But when fear comes, right, people are not willing, right, to have courage and to face things up front, right? A lot of people like to ghost other people, right? Because they're scared of their feelings, because they don't know how to act in certain situations, right? And that's you running away from fear, right? When the time comes a lot of people like to, you know, when the time comes for you to speak your truth, right? People get scared, right? Oh, what is this person gonna think, right? If I say the truth, I'm gonna feel like I'm backstabbing this person, right? Even though I know the truth. But you need to have courage through those situations in life, right? So you can be able to reach, right, destinations that you've always dreamt. So you can be able to, you know, do things that you've always wanted to do. And a lot of the times, fear comes, right, in like little situations, comes in people, comes in places. And it is with that courage, right, with your inner courage, right, that you can say, there's nothing to be scared of, right? If I face this, right, my wish fulfillment is on the other side. If I face this, I can be happy again. I can have a second chance at life, right? So you don't have any regrets. Because if you back down, right, from things that make your inner child happy, right? If you back down from doing certain stuff because you're afraid of what other people are gonna think, right? If you back down from certain stuff because you're scared that you're not gonna succeed, that is when you're gonna start regretting things, right? You're gonna start regretting, I wish I would have done this in the past. I wish I would have done this when I was younger. I wish I would have, you know, there's a lot of things, right, that you will regret if you don't have courage. You need to have courage for yourself, not for anybody else, right? For your life, you need to have courage. You need to have courage to be willing to face anything and anyone that is in the way of you reaching your highest purpose, right? Your highest potential. So you're not regretful later on in life. So you're not wishing upon a star and wishing you did this, right? When the opportunities were there and you didn't do it because you didn't have courage, right? But all that could be avoided, right? When you stick up for yourself and when you face people, places, and things that are harmful to you, that are getting in the way of your dream, that are getting in the way of your happiness because of their own insecurity, right? A lot of people get in the way of other people's happiness because they're codependent on them, right? If you're codependent on a relationship for your self-worth, that says a lot about you, right? If you can't be willing to let go of this person, right? If you're keeping this person stuck to you, right? Because you're insecure, right? Then you really need to dig deep and do some self-worth, right? No one owes you anything, right? This is life. No one belongs to you, right? And if you're keeping someone trapped, right, with illusions, with lies, with confusion, right, with blackmailing, with threatening, right, if you're keeping someone back because of that, because your self-worth depends on a relationship, right, because you know, right, that if you're not with that person, you won't feel like anything because you're that insecure, then you really need to do some inner work, do some shadow work, right? And face things, right? Face life. But if you're that person, right, that feels trapped in a relationship, in a situation, right, in a job, in a environment where you're not happy, right, you need to have courage, right? And release things that don't serve your highest good. Release Did you see how the sun just came out when I said release? Right? Release anything negative, anything that makes you sick, like anything that makes you feel unsure, so you don't have regret later on in life. And it says honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Right? You see that flag? In those times, right, your subconscious, right, your subconscious is always speaking the truth. Right? So even if you're saying, right, things to other people, right, saying things to make other people feel better, right, if you're just saying things because you're surrounded by a group of people that will only support you because of what you say, right, then you're not being authentic. You're not being true to who you are, right? But your subconscious, right, that little voice in your head is always the honest one, right? And when you let that voice shine, right, when you let your subconscious speak, right, then that's when you're being honest, because that's how you're delivering things. That's how you're delivering messages, right? You're saying what you mean, right? You're not saying things just to say it. And that's you, right? That's you being honest with yourself, being honest with your emotions, being honest with what your heart truly desires, right? And you can't expect this from other people, right? Because just how I said, your subconscious is always speaking the truth, right? Other people's subconscious is always speaking their truth, right? But that doesn't mean that that's what it's gonna come out of their mouth, right? Because their subconscious can be speaking the truth, right? Did you see that fly right in my mouth, right? When I'm speaking the truth, right? You can't expect honesty from other people, right? Because even though that they know what they've been doing, right? Even though they know the truth, right, behind everything they've done, right? That's their subconscious. But what they're speaking, right, what they're spitting out, right, could be lies, could be illusions, right? And you can't expect for them to speak the truth, right? Because they are codependent, right? People that are codependent are never going to speak the truth. Why? Because they depend, right, on this person to be with them, right? They depend on this situation right, for their self-worth, because without that, they feel like they're nothing. And no one should feel like they're nothing, right? We should all have self-worth. We should all know our value, right? Even if these flies are not leaving me alone, man. We should all, right, have self-worth. We should all know our value and what we bring to the table. And if you don't know that, right, and you're spitting out lies, right, if you're keeping people trapped in your illusions and your lies, right, then there's a lot of healing that you need to do, right? There's a lot of inner work. There's a lot of shadow work that you need to do. Also, if you're not honest with yourself, right, if you're feeling things, right, if you're feeling things in your intuition, if you're not honest with yourself about the things that you need to change to become a better person, right? If you just keep going through life, right, thinking everything's fine, oh, I'll worry about this later, this and that, right? All that is going to catch up. And there's going to be a time, right, when you wished you had the courage to face those situations, when those situations came. And that's when you may start feeling regretful about the things that you didn't do, that you wish you did. But all of this, if you're watching my video, all of this can be avoided, right? The regret can be avoided, right? When you have courage, right, to follow your dreams, right? To face things, because nothing is scary, right? As long as you're being honest with yourself, as long as you're being honest with your feelings, as long as you're being honest with everyone around you, right? There will be nothing to regret, because you've been honest with yourself. and you've been honest with everyone else. Damn, that kind of rhymed, huh? Let's get some messages from our higher self. Oh, it says, you are too amazing to follow everyone else. Forge your own path, right? And that means that you have to be willing, right, in a lot of situations to be able to speak the truth, right? You have to be able to be truthful with yourself, right? Even if other people, right, are making you feel guilty for what you truly believe in, even if people are making you feel guilty for what makes you happy, right? Because of their own issues that they have to work on, right? You have to be willing to forge your own path, right? You are too amazing to follow everyone, right? Because you following someone else, right? You following someone else's wishes, you following someone else's dreams, it's not taking you anywhere, right? And you're not being honest with yourself by doing that. It says, you have such a bright light inside. Stop dimming it, right? Stop letting others, right, influence how you feel about yourself, right? Stop hiding who you are. Stop being the person that you truly are because you want to make someone else happy, right? Stop dimming your light. If you're extra and you're overjoyous and you're over happy, so be it, right? Let everyone else be mad because they're not happy. They're not joyful. And that's what a lot of people, right, like to do when they see people that have a light in them. They try and dim it because they want to be the center of it. Oops, I forgot to put my phone on airplane mode and I received a call. But yeah, right, stop dimming your light, right, that you have inside. Stop dimming the light that God gave you, right? Because we're all unique, we're all different. We have different lights in us, right? Some of us some of us actually choose to use it, right? And choose to show it to the world, right? And some don't have any because their body, right, their vessels has let the feelings of dark energies like jealousy, right, like hatred take over, and they don't have it anymore. So what do they want to do? They want to dim other people's lights. But all that, right, when we are aware of things like that, right, when we're aware of energy manipulation, when we're aware and we're able to use our own discernments, right, and be able to see people for truly who they are, right, we're able to let all of that go, right? And we're able to have clarity, and we're able to have closure. And we're like, oh, you're like that, right? That is why you act like that. That is why you show this behavior, that is why you show these types of behaviors. And I understand, but I'm not willing to be around that. Let's get some of the Sixth Sense deck. This one says music. The gift that gives a believer the capability to present personal witness and inspiration to others through instrumental music, singing or dancing. So if you're someone, right, that enjoys playing an instrument, or you've played it as a child, right, then it's time for you to start doing that again. It's time for you to start letting your inner child enjoy itself, right? Because it is through that you're able to be happy again. It is through that you're able to feel alive again, right? If you like to sing, if you like to sing, then Sing to the world. Sing on Instagram. Sing on YouTube. Sing anywhere. Who cares, right? Or dance. Right? Don't let anyone dim your light. Claire Gustance. I don't know how you pronounce that. But it is the ability to taste something that isn't actually there. Right? And a lot of people have these gifts, right? Let's say that you're just, waking up, or you're just walking, right? And all of a sudden you taste something, right? You're like, why do I taste, I don't know, roses, right? And then that's a sign, right, from the universe telling you something about roses. Someone that you love loves roses. Someone that, you had a connection with loves roses. Or it can mean something else, right? Roses can remind you, or it can mean something else, right? Roses can remind you of something that you need to do, right? Or something that's about to happen, right? But that's one of the gifts that the spiritual world offers, right? And we have to be aware of that, so we can be able to, really take the signs, right? And be able to use our gifts. Because a lot of people have this. And I don't know if they're afraid to use it or what, but it's time to be yourself. And let's just close the reading with one of the spirit allies. Clear quartz. Let's see what it means. It says, clear quartz. Clear quartz may be a common stone, but it still remains one of the most powerful and versatile crystals. It can help to bring clarity to the user, protect against negativity, and is also known as a master healer. It holds the ability to amplify all the energies around itself, including those of other crystals. Clear quartz is encouraging you. Let me read that again. I'm from Cuba. Clear quartz is encouraging you to release any negativity that you may be feeling. Any negativity, meaning any people around you that bring that negativity, any environment around you, right, that you can feel the negativity. There is too much beauty in life to let anything other than positivity fill you up. Take a moment to close your eyes and call attention to everything that has been preventing you from aligning with your higher self. Right? It's time to take a step back, to sit back and look at your life. Look at what's not making you happy, what's not fulfilling you, right? And be aware of that. Yeah, it says, close your eyes and call attention to everything that has been preventing you from aligning, right, with your highest self. With each breath in, imagine that you're filling a balloon with what no longer serves you. When you're ready, take a deep breath in and exhale out. Well, why did I do it like that? When you're ready, oh yeah, I read that already. Imagining, it says, when you're ready, take a deep breath in and exhale out. Imagining that the balloon is floating away. Let the weight of what held you down roll off your shoulders. Life is too short and too precious to be held back by anything, right? Life is too short and too precious for people to be dimming your light, right? Life is too short and too precious, right? For you not to be honest with yourself, for you not to live in your authenticity, right? And since life is too short and too precious, right? You need to have courage, right? To confront all that negativity, right? To get away from all that negativity. So you're not regretting things later on in your life. All right, hope you guys have a beautiful day. And remember, follow your dreams. Peace.